Good morning to all the teachers who are taking online classes using various ICT tools, especially using Google Classroom. This video will help them to create a quiz in Google Classroom with the help of Google Form, and the added advantage will be it will be a self-graded system quiz. That means once the quiz is created and student submit their answers in the quiz, you do not have to grade them individually. It will be done automatically. That means students will be graded their marks, graded their scores automatically. Okay, so let's see how to do this. First, you have to open your Google Classroom, and as it is seen here, I have taken this screenshot from my own class of computer science. So you have to go to classwork section as it is shown here with the help of this label. Open your Google Classroom. These options will be shown here: stream, classwork, people and grades. You go to classwork section from there, and after that, when you will go to classwork section, there will be in the left hand side it is being shown, create option is there. You click on create. These various options will be coming as drop down menus like assignment, quiz assignment, question, material, reuse, post. So have to choose quiz from here. We have already discussed these in short in my previous video on how to use Google Classroom. We are just going to discuss this in some more detail. Okay, so first click on create, then click on quiz assignment. When you will click on quiz assignment, you will get to see this window. So first here, as you can see, two options are there. One is add, second one is create. If you click on add, you can use your old creation. That means that may be a Google form, that may be a Google sheet, whatever you have created. And if you click on create, there will also be different options, like if you want to create a new Google Doc or new Google sheet, a new Google form. So these options will be there, and also a blank Google form like this will be shown. So just what you have to do from here, provide the title, like I have given the title here, quiz for testing. Instructions, this field will be shown to you. These are optional as it is labeled there. So you can give instruction like students please fill up this and submit like this. If you want to give some instruction, you can add. If you do not want to give some instruction, you may skip this part. And then click on the blank quiz Google form. You have to click there. If you have already created a Google form, you want to use it here, just click on add, attach it. That's it. So after you click on blank quiz, what will happen? You will get to see this. First, it will give you a section where you can give the name of the quiz. What in previous slide it was a blank quiz, I have given the name quiz on SQL. SQL is a part of computer science. Okay, so I have given the name as quiz on SQL. You have to provide the name, and then as it is being shown here in the right hand side, many options are there. You have to click on plus. When you will click on plus, that means you are going to add a new question. So this question can be a paragraph type of question, a multiple type of question, or a short answer type of question, or maybe a checkbox kind of question. So here, like I have chosen multiple choice, and a drop down menu is also there. If you click there, so you can choose what will be the type of your question. Like I have chosen multiple choice because multiple choice questions are very easy to work with. Okay, so I have chosen multiple choice. Here, as you can see, have to provide the question. So let's see how to do that. Yes, so I have now filled up, like in the previous slide it was blank. Here I have filled up the question that I have added only one question just to show how it works. Definitely when you will create quiz, you will add any number of question you like. Here I have given the name, what is the full form of SQL? And there are two options available. Let's go to the previous slide once. Like it is being shown, option 1. Initially only one option will be available. Like, so the first option, the name was option 1. I have edited it and I have given the option structured query language. What is the full form of SQL? Structured query language. And after that you see here, there are, one sec. Yes. There are two options. One is add option or add other. If you click on add option, then here it is written, click on add option for adding more options and click on add other for adding new question. Okay, so you have to, if you want to give, as you are creating a multiple choice question, so definitely more than one options will be there. So you have to click on add option here. And in the right hand side, as you can see, you can include videos, pictures and titles in your quiz. Titles means what kind of font styles and all will be there, that you can choose from title. If you want to show some picture and want to ask question from there in your quiz, you can click on this picture sign and you can add one picture, you can add one video, and after that you can add question on this video. So these various options are there. So I have added first option, structured query language. Second one, simple query language. None of the above. So I have added three options here. Okay. So I am creating only one question just to show how it works. When definitely you will create your own form, more number of questions will be there. And after that, you can end right there. Okay. But in that case, self-grading system will not work. So what you need to do, just make this quiz self-grading. So I have to click on answer key. As you can see here, answer key, I have to click there. And when you will click on answer key, what will happen? Yes. When you will click on answer key, what will happen? Answer key, click on answer feedback. It will not feedback. I'm extremely sorry. It will be click on answer key. This window will open. Okay. There you can tell when students will submit their answer, how to do self-grading. That means you have to set which one is the correct answer. Like my question was, what is the full form of SQL? It will appear like this. I have given three options: structured query language, simple query language, and none of the above. So any of these three will be true. So in this case, the first one is true. So as you can see, just like a bubble is appearing before of each of the options. So we have to click on the bubble that is appearing before the correct option. Like here, the correct option is structured query language. So I am click there. Whenever I am clicking, see, this tick mark will appear. That means this is the correct answer. It has been noted. And also you have to fill here, like I have filled up 2, you have to assign the marks. Like for each question, how many marks you are assigning. Here for this particular question, I have assigned 2 marks. So I have written 2. So after that, add answer feedback. What is that? Answer feedback means, let's go to the next slide, then we'll get to see. Yes, when we'll click on answer feedback, this window will open. That means if you want to add some options, like when the student will answer a particular question, when the answer is correct or answer is not correct, when the student will see their grade, for each particular question, it will be shown whether the answer is correct or not. So if the answer is correct, this message will appear on the screen of the student. That is, congratulations, correct answer. And similarly, you can add for incorrect answers. So, sorry, try again, but or incorrect answer, whatever you like. You may skip also. So this can be done. So you are done with the quiz, and do not forget to save. Whatever changes you are doing in your quiz, you have to save it. So after that, what you need to do? Yes, you are done with the quiz. Again, we are in classwork section. Quiz for testing, the title we have given, quiz on SQL, the name we have just changed. It will be shown just like that. In the top right corner, one option is there, that is assign. So when you will click on assign, this classwork will be assigned to the students of your class. Here in assign, another option is also there, that is schedule. If you want to give this question after 2 days, you can schedule it. So it's a wonderful feature of Google Classroom. You can schedule your work for the future use as well. So after you assign it, all of the students will get to see whatever task you have given. They will get the Google form. Then the next part is how you will check the response of the student. So just follow these steps. There are other way also, but this is a very easy way of doing it. Open your email ID of Google, okay, Gmail ID. Then click on the grid. This is grid. Then select Drive from there, as it is being shown. For viewing the score, open email, click on grid and select Drive. When you will select Drive, whatever Google form you have made, all will be shown here. Like here in my Drive, these Google forms I have made, so these are being shown. Then what you need to do? Yes, choose the form that you have just created and assigned. Like we have created this particular form, so I am clicking on here. Okay, when you will click on here, what will happen? This form will open like this. Yes, this form is opened. Here I have used an old form of mine because I want to show the response of the students. So when you will open it, two options are there. One is question. If you will click on questions if you want to see the questions that you have given in this particular form, and you will click on response if you want to see the response of the students, and it will also show how many students have responded by that particular time. So here, as it is being shown, whatever Google form has been given as assignment, 19 students have responded. So you click on response, it will show how many responses you have received. How to see the response? After clicking on respond, this window will open, but initially you will not get to see this. Just scroll down this bar as it is shown. Scroll down the scroll bar downwards, and all scores will be visible. Here I have hidden the name of the students, only my name is visible here. We should not disclose the name of the students with their marks, so I am not doing that by rule. So all of the students' marks will be visible here, and you do not need to grade them. Grading will be done automatically. So it will definitely reduce the effort of the teacher. And there will be option that you can send the mail to the student their marks, okay, and their score will be sent to them. And if you have, say, 35 students in your class, at one click you can send their score to them. So you do not need to send it 35 times, okay. So when you will those options will be visible to you. And after that, when you will send this score to students, how the student will see it, they will just need to log into their email ID. Like here, they will get a mail from your ID, score released, quiz on default parameter, okay. So like this, when they will click on score, they will get to see how much marks, what is their score. Okay, so you do not need to do anything there. So this is the procedure. Using this, you can make Google quiz in Google Classroom with self-grading system. So thank you very much. I hope this is helpful to you.